Okay. Hey, John, hold on a second. Something else got changed.
All right.
Before we get going too far.
All right.
It'll only take me a second. I already know where it's at.
You're fine. I'm trying to get out of the car.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Stupid thing. How did that change? I didn't touch it. Okay. All right. So we'd like to thank Robert and Caitlin for hosting John and I last night. The family got in late, and the kids needed to get to bed, so we got to chit chat a little bit with Robert last night. This morning, come out and brought coffee, talked to us, and then they went out for Mother's Day. So we was able to see them off about the same time we were leaving. The next most important thing is to wish our mothers and wives happy Mother's Day. You know, happy Mother's Day, Mom, and more importantly, happy Mother's Day to my wife, and for both Ryan and I. On John's side, I know you see him up front. Of course, he can't mic up, but would like to say happy Mother's Day to Marcia, John's mom, and happy Mother's Day to his wife, Jessica. So with today being Mother's Day, we're out here on the road. We just want to make sure that everybody knows that we appreciate the support, allowing both of us to go out and do climbing a hill and do this bike tour. So it was kind of cool this morning. We started out with long sleeves on, coat on. I had pants on, and it took about, let's see here, about an hour, and it warmed up enough to where we could shed those clothes. So had to make a quick adjustment on the camera, and we shed the clothes, and now we're off to Fredericksburg. So just a little how and why. So last night it rained, okay? So all our stuff was wet this morning. To dry it out, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll try to find like an asphalt parking lot and use the heat in the asphalt to dry out the tents. Now, to do that, you got to get the sun up and get the asphalt warm, and then it takes a little bit of time. You know, a lot of people ask why we get up at 5 in the morning, and what that does is it creates options for you. So when we get to you know, like the other day, we got up early, had a mechanical. We were able to get it fixed, and we still didn't get into Roberts till like 6 o'clock. Now, had we had left at like 10 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours later, that would have put us in there at 9 o'clock last night. That doesn't work. So, you know, if something crops up during the course of the day, you still have time to find the people because they're at work. And find it early, because you don't always know how long it's going to take to get whatever it is you need to get taken care of. So you got to hit it when the services are available. The other thing is, if we get done early, we can do all my normal shutdown routine stuff early, and then there's no pressure to get anything done. So it just makes it easier. That's something John and I both like to do. It just makes touring easier for us, because that's the way we like to handle what we predict hopefully isn't a problem, but if something crops up, you know, we have time to find an answer and still get in and not be late and then be rushed at the end of the day. So yes, we still have to dry the tents, but you know, we built that time into our schedule today to do that because we left early. So yeah, just a little how and why and some insight into the decision-making processes that we make when we're touring, especially in a situation where our tents are now wet. So yeah, there you go, just a little education for you. So just kind of looking behind me there, I don't know if you can really tell it, but we come down a hill, you look ahead, or climbing a hill. It's today's ride, we pretty well knew was going to be rolling hills all the way from Richmond up to Fredericksburg. So what do? You just sit back and enjoy the ride up and down the hill. So you just find a gear that works for you and then you pedal. So yeah, we're on Highway 1 today. We chose not to follow the ACA map. So kind of explain why and the, I guess, hows or whatever of why we did what we did today. So the ACA, they always try to keep you on roads that have wide shoulders to keep you away from traffic. That's really the goal, is to keep you away from the traffic. As you can see here, yeah, not much of a shoulder. 2, they like to take you to services along the way. But today's route, if we follow the ACA, was about 70 miles. The route that we chose is 50. So then you say, you know, what's the trade-off? Trade-off is really the traffic and dealing with, yeah, the traffic. But, you know, when we looked at today's route last night, there was a lot of assessing going on, okay? What is today? Today's Sunday, all right? Today's Mother's Day. So is there going to be a lot of traffic out on the roads? And in our estimation, we thought the traffic would be reduced because mainly of Sunday, but also of Mother's Day. 2, the time of day. Okay, so we got up early. It's a Sunday. We got up early. So what our estimate of the traffic conditions were going to be on the highway was minimal, which that's what it's been. So we got on a busier highway instead of following the ACA, because we just, in our best estimates, the traffic was going to be lower, and it's going to save us, you know, 20 miles over the course of the day. So that's why we did what we did, given the situation. And it doesn't always work out that way. Some days you got to follow the ACA because the other option's just it's not safe enough. You know, safety is important to John and I, and we looked at the risks and said, hey, we're good with this decision, and that's what we chose to do. Now, we always do this. We have to be in agreement when we do these types of things. So it's just something that we've done since we've known one another, and we talk about it and make sure, and once we're clear, then we're good. You know, we stick with our decision. Now, if we had to change because something happened, of course we would, but that assessment would be done on the fly. So yeah, there's the hows and whys of what it is that we're doing when we choose a route. Well, oh, it's Mother's Day, so that works. Okay, all right, so we're gonna stop for lunch here in Thornburg, Virginia at the Poco Loco Mexican restaurant. A festive day for Mother's Day, but yeah, looking forward to it. So after we ate lunch, I meant to record it, but we went to a Dollar General. John had to pick up a few items. But what we went there
Continue on
for,
State Route 606
hold
for
on.
4 miles.
What we had to do was dry out the tents. What we do is like I said, we'll lay it on the asphalt and let the sun just bake the water off of it. I meant to record it, and then we got it all put away, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to record it. So I'm sure it'll rain yet again before the trip is over, but just wanted to let you know what we did. So that's how we dry it, is just let the sun and the heat from the asphalt take care of the moisture. We're about 13 miles or so from our warm showers host for the day, so we should be there in the next hour and 15 minutes or so.
I wonder where
So I don't know. So we're making our way to
what's that?
Bruce and Vickys, our warm showers for the
Turn right
night.
on Dynasty Court, then you will arrive at your destination.
We're almost there. So the last 4 miles we didn't record anything, but I would say the last 4 miles was like being in rush hour traffic in New York City. It was crazy busy. So yeah, so all right, well, we're almost there. Okay, well, we made it to Bruce and Vickys. We do appreciate them hosting us. Oh, yep, you can tell you got a bike rack on a car. So get down here without hitting anything. Oh, yeah, and we're done.